Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share my kids 1 week lunchbox meal prep that are going to make my mornings a bit easier and stress free. Actually, I started the preparations a night before itself, such as soaking the lentils, chopping the veggies and keeping everything ready. This small step helps me a lot the next day when I do the actual meal prep. Now the first one that I'm going to prepare is granola. This is very simple granola that can be prepared at home. For this, here I have taken 1 cup of normal oats. You can even take the rolled oats, and in it I have added some chopped almonds and chopped pistachios. Now here in a chopper I have added some melon seeds and flax seeds. I'll chop them for a bit and then add into the oats. It's very healthy and at the same time tasty granola. Actually, the kids even won't realize that there are so many nuts in them. Now in it I have added 2 tablespoons of honey. After adding the honey, I'll give it a good mix and then keep it aside and prepare the baking tray for it. Now this granola is usually prepared in the oven or OTG. So I have already set my OTG for 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I will now transfer the granola mixture onto the baking paper and spread it evenly on all the sides. I will now transfer the granola into the OTG and bake it for at least 10 to 15 minutes or until you see that the oats have started turning brown in color. Now the next meal prep that I am going to do is to prepare the pasta sauce. For this, here in a baking tray I have added 8 to 10 medium sized chopped tomatoes, 10 to 12 garlic cloves, 1 to 2 teaspoon of salt along with some Italian herbs and some black pepper powder. Now I have also added some regular oil. You can even add the olive oil in it if you have. I'll give it a good mix and then place into the oven and cook it on first rod for at least 10 to 12 minutes until you see that the tomatoes have roasted nicely. And the next item that I'm going to prepare is to prepare the chicken kebabs. For this, I have taken half kg of chicken mince. Now in a plate here I have added some chopped tomatoes and green chilies, and in it I will also add some chopped onions and coriander leaves. Now I'll give it a good mix with my hands and squeeze out the extra water from tomatoes and onions as much as possible. Now here I have taken all the spices that I'll add into the chicken. I'll mention the spices on the screen. You can see it from there. Here in it I have also added half teaspoon of chopped garlic and the squeezed tomato, onions and coriander in it, and I'll give it a good mix until each and everything is well combined. Here on a tray I have put the baking paper and I'll add 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil and spread the oil evenly onto the baking paper so that when we prepare the kebab doesn't stick to the baking paper. I will now take a handful of the kebab mixture into my hand and first give it a shape of a dough ball, then press it gently from all the sides so that it gets the shape of a kebab. Now I have been preparing this kebab for my kids from a very long time. It's very easy to prepare and you can use this kebab for a variety of purposes, such as you can prepare the chicken burger out of it, or you can just roll a paratha and fry this kebab and put in between and make a paratha roll out of it, or just you can fry them and give it along with the rice. As you can see, I have prepared all the kebabs. I will now freeze it and then transfer it into a storage box. Meanwhile, the granola have cooked very nicely. As you can see, the oats have turned light brown in color. Trust me, it's one of my kids' favorite recipe, and they like to have it all the time for breakfast, for lunch. Now I will transfer this granola mixture into the same bowl that I prepared in it. Now in this granola mixture, I have added a handful of dried berries. Make sure that you add only the dried ones. And in this, I have also added half cup of muesli. Now it is the normal store-bought muesli that was there at my home. Now I'll give it a good mix so that everything is well combined. Now you can pair this granola with the milk or even the curd. Now I usually take 4 to 5 tablespoon of curd and add this granola and give it along with the lunch for my kids. Now I have this a glass jar at my home, so I'm transferring this granola. So it's best kept into the airtight containers and it can last up to 1 month. That's it. The homemade granola along with all the nuts and seeds are ready, and trust me, the kids even don't realize that there are so many things in it. Now meanwhile, the tomatoes have also roasted nicely, so I have taken it out from OTG and I will keep it aside so that it cool downs a bit, and I will then transfer into a mixer grinder and make it a nice paste out of it. Now this pasta sauce can be stored into the fridge for at least 1 to 2 weeks, and whenever you want to prepare the pasta, you just have to boil the pasta, add this pasta sauce into the pan along with some butter, cook it for 2 minutes, and then add the pasta along with any vegetable or meat if you want to. As you can see that I have transferred this pasta sauce into the glass container and I'll keep it into the fridge. Now the next item that I'm going to prepare is to prepare the batter for falafel. Here I have taken 1 cup of soaked chickpeas, and I will transfer the chickpeas into the mixer grinder and then add all the greens into it. And for greens I have taken handful of coriander leaves, 2 green chilies, 6 to 7 peeled garlic, some zira and some black peppercorns, and I have also added 1 teaspoon of salt, and I will make a coarse paste out of it without adding any water. Make sure that you add very less quantity of water, otherwise the batter will go runny and you can't prepare the falafel. Now I will transfer the falafel batter into the airtight container and keep it in the freezer. Make sure that whenever you want to prepare the falafel, you take it out 1 to 2 hours before and allow it for defrosting, and then fry it on a medium to low flame until the falafel turn brown in color. Now I make a variety of recipes with this falafel. I give the falafel wraps or the falafel paratha rolls for my kids, and they absolutely love it. Actually, it's Sunday morning today, and for breakfast, I'm going to prepare the Korean cream cheese buns. As I was sharing all the kids' recipes, so thought to share this recipe also. For this year, I have taken a half cup of cream cheese. In it, I have added 4 to 5 tablespoon of cream, and then added a handful of coriander leaves and some black pepper powder, and then I'll give it a good mix. Now, as you can see, the consistency of the mixture must be as such, neither too thick nor too thin. Now I'll keep it in the fridge for at least 10 to 15 minutes, and here I have taken another bowl in which I have added melted butter, and in it I have added chopped garlic and some coriander leaves. Basically we have to make the garlic butter. Here on a baking tray, I have placed baking paper and I have taken these 2 buns. Actually, these are fresh buns that we got from bakery. You can even prepare them at home, and we have to give slits on them as such. Because it was very fresh, I was getting some difficulty in giving the slits in them. Now I have taken the same cream cheese mixture that we have prepared, and I will, with the help of the spoon, add the cream cheese mixture into the buns. Now if you have the piping bag, it works best, but I don't have it, so I am just using the spoon to add the cream cheese into the buns. Once you have filled the buns with the cream cheese, then add the garlic butter that we have prepared onto the buns and apply it generously. Now, if you want to prepare these buns beforehand, just at this stage wrap it with the cling film and then place it into the freezer. And whenever you want to cook it, just defrost it for 5 minutes and then place it into the OTG and cook for 10 minutes on 180 degrees Fahrenheit. But because I was preparing it for the breakfast, I have placed it right away into the OTG and baked it for 10 to 12 minutes. As you can see, the buns have turned nice brown in color, and I will again apply the same garlic butter on it for softness. Now trust me, these cream cheese buns taste same as the store-bought ones, because we have tasted many Korean cream cheese buns from the bakeries, but these homemade buns just taste amazing. Now I have made the second batch as well, and I have transferred it into the tray so that we can have for it breakfast. Now you can have this Korean cream cheese buns even for the lunch or pack it for the kids lunch box. These are absolutely delicious and healthy if you prepare these buns also at home. Now here in a bowl I have added some Greek yogurt, and on this I'll add some granola that we have prepared. After keeping the kebabs into the freezer for 1 hour, I then transferred it into the airtight container, and again I will store it into the freezer, and you can use it up for up to 1 to 2 weeks. Now, as busy homemakers, we all know how important is to give our kids healthy, tasty and quick lunch boxes every morning. Now, this small lunchbox meal prep can definitely help you tackle those morning rush without feeling any guilt of giving junk food for your kids. So that's it for today. I'll meet you in my next. Until then, take care.